Demetrius Andrade is taken to Twitter to kiss Triple G's rings in his fucking ass and beg the great Triple G Gennady Golovkin for a fight May 5th in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena. Now that it may look like Canelo Alvarez may be suspended for real. We back with the Boxing Clinic. Y'all know what it is, your boy CJ Goodfellas, man. I'm gonna go through exactly what Andrade said on Twitter with the screenshot coming up pretty soon. He got his Jodeci on. He got his H-Town on. He got his Blackstreet on begging. Don't leave. You know, he's singing and sound like a 90s R&B singer, man, and begging. But if you would just fight and stay active and move up the ranks, you won't have to beg. This would be a fight that you would be entitled to. But since you've been ducking and dodging everybody from 154 pounds to 160, I mean, don't nobody give a fuck about you. You ain't even back page news. You didn't even make the New York Post or the New York Times. You know, you on a college paper or some shit, middle school newspaper. But this is what he had to say. Demetrius Andrade verified account. It will be an honor to be able to share the ring with Triple G Boxing. I made the move, the middleweight, to test my skills and talents against the best. Triple G is the unified champ at 160, and I want this fight. Move out the way at Canelo. Time for Boo Boo to shock the world. Bro, you know, you moved to 160 to test your talents, man. I mean, and your skills or whatever. But at 154, you didn't do shit. Nothing. And at 160, you didn't do nothing. You're the number one ranked contender for WBO championship held by Billy Joe Saunders. You immediately come on IFL TV and say you're not ready for Billy Joe Saunders. You like to fight Gary Spike O'Sullivan or like to fight his leftovers and David Lemieux. And all of a sudden, you turn down the fight with Shevchenko, you know, last year for the Billy Joe Saunders David Lemieux card, saying that you was injured and not ready for the fight. And all of a sudden, you know, you ready to fight. You ready for Triple G, but you wasn't ready for Billy Joe Saunders. And it was always them nice little people that come on here talking shit and trolling about Demetrius Andrade. And a lot of them dudes, I done turned them into believers that he just a buster. Mentally, he busted. He a buster in real life. He don't want no smoke. And no way in hell that he should walk up to Triple G and get a fight. No way. You know, there's no way that he should walk and be entitled to a fight over Jamal Charlo, Danny Jacobs, Billy Joe Saunders if his hand is healthy. I mean, shit. Even Gary Spike O'Sullivan probably deserved a fight technically over Demetrius Andrade. I mean, this will definitely be, you know, this will definitely make set boxing back when people see that Demetrius Andrade is able to sit on his hind side, duck every top competition, pull out fights, you know, lie over money and make it seem like he the one that's trying to make the fight when he pulling out. He fuck around and trip over and fall into a Triple G fight May 5th. Absolutely not. Wouldn't even be pay-per-view, but I mean, he didn't earn it. You know, at 154 he didn't earn shit. At 160 he ain't earning shit. So he definitely don't deserve the fight. That's why he begging this guy for the fight. And, you know, honestly, this may be the easiest guy available other than Spike O'Sullivan. But Spike O'Sullivan, he's been, you know, active. Andrade is still hasn't been active. He fought 2 times last year. You know, last fight was in October, I believe. November, December, January, February, March, April, May. That's it. You know, from then to when he fight Triple G, that's a 7-month layoff, I believe. It's another almost a year layoff for him to jump back in the ring, you know. And God forbid if he fucking win those titles. I mean, he gonna think he the shit. He gonna try to play 4 corners and try to hide the titles and try to dictate shit and fuck that. I'd rather Danny Jacobs just get the damn titles or Triple G just continue to reign over the titles. You know, in actuality, if Billy Joe Saunders ain't healthy enough to go, it should be Danny Jacobs, excuse me. You know, then Jamal and then whoever else. I really don't give a shit after that, but yeah, this dude is begging for a fight, pleading for a fight. And you can't just, you know, skip experiences, man. You know, the best fighter you fought was Vanes Monterosian, man. I mean, hell no. I mean, you got to fight a Charlo. You pulled out one of the Charlo's Jamel already. You pulled out of that one. You know, Danny Jacobs, or Shevchenko. I mean, shit, he got to fight somebody. He just can't fall up in a Triple G fight, man. Really not even the way it worked. At 154, shit, he didn't fight a Lara. He didn't fight a Canelo. He didn't fight the Charlo twins. He didn't fight a Trout. He didn't fight a Cotto. I mean, golly. So many names he left on the floor. When he fought a Jack Colclott or Willie Nelson or Vanes Monterosian. I mean, nobody gave a fuck about those fights. Nobody really gave him kudos for those fights. But now all of a sudden he want to trip and fall into a Triple G fight. Nah, buddy. That ain't what's up, Doc. You know, you better go out there and ask Charlo for a fight. Or if Jacobs don't get the fight, ask Jacobs for a fight. You know, or wait for Canelo to come back and get him in the ring without the juice. You know, obviously, other than that, Demetrius Andrade is a forgotten name in the sport of boxing. He's a ghost name. He's a name that used to ring bells, but now it doesn't. It don't ring bells at all. But y'all know what it is. We gone.